And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
In the room saying select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we're back with our 24th episode.
Kobe Bryant episode?
R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah, R.I.P. Kobe. Black
Derek
Mamba.
Stingley.
Whoa.
Hey, Stingley. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't earned that yet. That's a little
It's
too
coming.
early.
Excuse me.
Is he wearing that at
Yep.
Houston? Okay.
Did you hear what Lovie Smith said about him?
I did not.
He
We're starting
said,
off quick.
Best corner of all time.
He said, you know,
I ain't got a clue.
he said in the draft process, he said this is going to be a future Hall of Famer, and then he said after a week of practice, he said he's even better than I thought. After saying
That's scary.
You know, Lovie Smith, the hire that we all loved.
Right.
We trust
How
his
about that
opinion.
beard?
I do
man.
trust his defense opinion, though. I'll give his
the
defensive
beard.
side of the ball.
So, yeah, tonight on our Kobe episode, we've got we're going to talk a little NFL to start it off.
I could've made it really
specifically
bad.
Hard Knocks, because that started last night. We're all excited for that. Then we're going to talk a little bit of college. Peyton's got some big news for us. Then finally, we're going to talk fantasy football. We've been looking at the rankings lately, and in my opinion, they're the craziest I've ever seen in my 11 years.
Down.
No doubt.
So we want to talk that a little bit as
Not too many
drafts
secrets,
approach. Yeah.
No.
with
Yeah.
the draft coming up.
We're not digging deep. We're going to look at that top 15 or
Yeah.
20 and be like, what has happened?
Oh, yeah. And then to end it off, we're going to do our Dirty Five of wide receivers. Nothing else besides just wide receivers. We're not going to put any type of category on it. Probably the hardest Dirty Five we'll ever do.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Because there are so many freaking wide receivers in the NFL.
You're going to have a lot of snubs.
Oh, yeah. So to start it off, let's talk NFL.
We're going straight to Hard Knocks.
Yeah, let's do that.
I want to go straight to Hard Knocks.
Let's do it.
I think we're about to watch a legendary season, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like one that I'm
great.
like one I'm going to remember for years and years. Like I think back to the Bengals one. It's probably my personal favorite one. Chad Johnson. Then they had Andre Smith was the first round offensive guard that they drafted, and he couldn't make weight, and they had to watch him run all over the time. Man, like I love that season. I love any other season with Rex Ryan in there. You know,
Texan season was
that-
good too.
Texan season was
I
good.
think that's why we're going to like this one, because
Exactly.
Campbell's got a lot of Rex.
Campbell, man.
Yeah.
And see, I say that I said this off air.
Man Campbell.
Man, I said this off air. It only goes as far as the coaches take it.
Yeah.
And if the coaches are all into it and they're real enthusiastic about everything, it's going to make it better to watch. And like I told y'all before, I didn't like the season they had with
Los Angeles.
the Los Angeles combo one with the Chargers and the Rams. I hated
Well, that
it.
was during COVID.
And it was during COVID,
yeah.
and Sean McVay didn't do what I thought Sean McVay would. In like the first two episodes, I was like, I ain't watching this crap, you know. And then you had Anthony Lynn and with the Chargers, and he's the most boring human of all time, you know. But Dan Campbell's not boring.
The last one I liked was the Browns.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, as a Browns guy, that was, I don't know, I thought it was also good just from a football standpoint.
That was Baker's rookie year, huh?
It was. And you had, who was it that had the bus? Was it Tyrod Taylor? Did he
No,
have like
first off, Tyrod.
Yeah, Tyrod.
It was
It was the third string guy.
weird last name.
Oh, shoot. That just hit me. I know what y'all talking
Wasn't
about.
Connor Shaw. It was the fourth string guy. This didn't even make the roster. Blonde-haired fella.
I'm looking it
I
up.
don't know who it was.
Keep talking.
But yeah, Dan Campbell, oh my God. He is so fun to watch, and
Man, Campbell.
I would love to play for Dan Campbell. Like, without a doubt.
Okay.
Maybe my favorite coach in NFL right now.
He might be my favorite
He
as well.
starts off the show quoting Metallica right off the bat. You know, Freight Train Coming.
Look, I like him. I think it's going to be fun to watch with him on there. He reminds me of a lot of Orgeron.
Really?
He has that rah-rah. I'm the
He's a
bad
big
man
rah-rah guy. Yeah.
in the room. I can lift weights with you. I can
do up downs.
do up downs. Like
50 up
Yeah.
downs.
And
but
Aaron Glenn
I don't know how
But
many
do-
of y'all have
but
ever
do
done
you
an up
pay
down.
attention to the small things, which Orgeron didn't do, and I kind of feel like Campbell probably won't.
Up downs are the worst thing ever invented. Okay, I can speak of that from experience in that. And they did that crap before practice. I don't know how they practiced after that.
With a messed up wrist. His
And
wrist
his
was hurt.
Yeah.
Did he say he fell at home
he
over
broke
his
it.
dog gate or something?
I just
up. Yeah.
and look, I'm all for. I'm pulling for him. You know, we're kind of a Detroit
We are
homers here. I guess
We're
you
a
could
Detroit
say.
podcast.
Minus Kyle.
Minus Kyle. I feel like though, like with that mentality, especially when you're dealing with pro players, it can go two ways. It could go good because you're winning, but then it can be like, man, this dude's he's over here
He's
lifting
playing
weight.
around too much.
Yeah, it's not.
He don't take his job seriously.
Exactly. It could go. It could go out. However, depends on how they start the season off. I guess if they start winning a couple games out, then nobody's gonna say nothing. Now if they go 0-2, 0-3 out the gate, then his job's gonna be getting called.
The
for.
Browns quarterback was Brogan Roback.
There you go.
Ah, gosh, yeah,
That's him.
Yep.
I'll put Dan Campbell up against anybody in a fight.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Like without a doubt.
That was you know how he went to New Orleans, right? You know he had the internship at the Dolphins.
Yeah, Sean Payton said that he wanted to do to him what Bill Parcells did to Sean Payton.
Payton told him,
Yeah.
"You come
They
here."
showed that on the show.
Yeah,
you-
that's the only reason I knew that.
Okay.
Peyton's giving us knowledge
I'm
without
sorry.
even seeing it yet.
Sorry, I haven't even seen the show yet.
You ain't
but-
watched it yet?
Oh my god.
No, I know.
There's a few LSU
I
shout
texted
outs.
you. Remember, I texted you
gosh.
last night. And I was like, I forgot all about it,
Dude.
so I hadn't watched it yet.
Like,
But I saw
my
highlights and
gosh.
clips of enough to know. I mean, the
So
singing
good.
part was probably phenomenal.
Oh, they say it's going to go
Oh,
down
yeah,
in history.
yeah.
And
I mean,
I like the dancing more than the singing that he did, but he had some good footwork.
how about the T-shirt call? The
Yeah,
dude,
I saw that.
he ripped his shirt off in the second row. He threw it, and the guy in front of him didn't even see the shirt
In
coming.
one
I
motion,
didn't
just
see it.
grabbed it
One
and started
motion,
waving it.
Yeah, grabbed it and
I didn't
started
see
waving
that.
it. Oh, it was phenomenal. I'll have to show you that. Scheffler tweeted it. It was great.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So what's up with the padded helmets?
Those are called the Guardians. They're going to play some preseason games with those. The NFL has put out like a mandate or whatever, and I think they're going to wear those. Yeah, I ain't never worn something
why
like
somewhere they can have the option of it.
that. I guess I don't know, but they said that.
I don't think they have an option. I
I
think
didn't
it said
think they
it was
did.
D-line.
But there were some people that were
I
not.
saw
wearing
practice
them.
of the Saints videos. Someone weren't wearing them.
It was D-line, running backs, and
O-line, D-line probably has.
Oh,
to.
it's just
it's
your,
just those
so you're
positions.
okay.
Everybody
Like-
on that show looked like they had one on.
Yeah.
Well,
And I bet they're allowed to decide if they want
I
to
think
or
it's
not.
some have like different weights. I think the guys in the trenches are the ones that have the big ones on. But I think like the skill guys,
Mitchell
they're the
and
ones
Glenn.
that just have the normal ones that
Saints
I guess.
guy.
I mean, the people wear those in like high school too. The smaller ones, you know.
Yeah.
Like they took the old timey helmets and just stretched them over the top.
Oh, I forgot about Kelvin Shepherd's there.
Yeah, and
Linebacker
like
coach.
that's one of the cool things that I noticed. Like all of his assistant coaches are like former players,
I love that.
and they like said a stat leading up until like the midway point in the episode. They're like, we have over 80 years of combined NFL experience on our coaching staff.
Yeah, they went person by person and talked about how many training camps they've been to. Like this is Mark Brunell's like 25th training camp.
You got
Antoine Randall.
Antoine
19 as a
Randall.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got Kelvin Shepherd, former LSU legend. That
Yeah.
got a job here. This is his first coaching job.
Crap, JT Barrett's there.
JT Barrett's
They
an
didn't mention
offensive
him.
assistant. Yeah.
Deuce Staley.
He just took that job like 2 weeks
Very
ago.
recently, yeah.
Deuce Staley. I mean, that's a guy that another NFL name, you know. They
Who's
showed-
the offensive coordinator here?
Uh,
Is it Deuce? No, Ben
it's-
Johnson.
I
I
don't think they-
remember
Name I
seeing
didn't
him.
know.
I don't even think they
I remember
showed him.
seeing him. You could see him off to the side. He don't look like the kind of guy that's going to try and like
He didn't play
demand the
football, so they
camera.
don't care.
Yeah, he's probably an analytic guy. Something cool that Kelvin Shepherd talked about. He was talking about how he was going to shave his dreads off because he felt like he needed to be more professional and everything. And Dan Campbell said, "You're not cutting your dreads off. I want you to have this because that's what makes you you, and that's what makes you special." I
Yeah.
was like, "That's pretty freaking cool." Because some places be like, "Nope, shave that crap off your head. You're not doing that here."
Another big story, Jamal Williams. I think he's becoming everyone's
He's
favorite
my
already.
favorite player in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, and
Campbell loves him.
I love him.
yeah,
I
love
love
it.
him more than Campbell does.
And if y'all haven't seen the clip, look it up of him giving the pregame speech, or I guess post-practice speech, in the little huddle, and it literally goes into tears.
Like
just talking about the team
and how much he loves football.
Yeah, and there's no better example really, because I mean he's a guy that was cross division with the Packers, who constantly win games, and then he leaves Green Bay, comes to Detroit, the rival. And last year they weren't very good, and that was his first time seeing that in the NFL. And you could see the emotion and how much he wants to win and the way that he just talks and
carries
carries
himself. I hope he beats
himself.
out DeAndre Swift for the
Now, that's not
job.
happening. And they never showed DeAndre Swift last night.
They did not.
He was not on the whole.
I
That's
expected
weird.
him to be a big part, too.
And
Amon-Ra St. Brown never got shown either.
Yeah,
DJ
that's weird.
Shark, I heard,
DJ Shark?
didn't get showed either.
I bet
Golf
he
never
will.
talked.
They didn't show like any players really.
Besides
Last
Michael
night.
Brockers
No
and
wide
Aiden
receivers,
Hutchinson.
was it?
They showed like no offensive.
You know,
players.
Golf probably learned his
A lot about
lesson
coaches.
when he was on Hard Knocks the last time. He got made fun of a lot, so he probably won't say a lot this time.
Yeah, like the only players.
Yeah, I think it was mainly coach driven for sure.
And Hutchinson.
And Hutchinson, of course, they
Michael
had to.
Brockers talked like 4 times.
Yeah.
The craziest thing I thought with Hutchinson though was whenever he said $23 million sign-on bonus.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my jaw.
Yeah.
I was like, and then that dude, the
Like, that makes
Rodriguez
his
guy,
life right then.
yeah, the Rodriguez
Before
guy
he
comes
even
on there
plays the
later,
game.
and the Rodriguez guy goes, signing bonus $100,000. I'm like, oh, you poor guy, you know.
23 mil before you step on the field.
But I will say, for him to be a son of a former player, he's not like a jerk or nothing. He seems very likable.
I
Which shocked
didn't
me.
know much about his story. All I knew about him was that he played at Michigan.
His whole family went to
I didn't know he's
Michigan.
from Michigan.
yeah.
His whole family went to Michigan.
He's from Detroit.
His mom
Yeah, I
went to
didn't know that.
Michigan.
Yeah.
His sisters went to Michigan. That's what he said in the cold tub at the end. He was
Yeah.
like, he was talking to that dude, and first off, I fact checked the guy. That was another tub. I thought he was lying about the offers he
Why
had.
would
'Cause I
he be
never heard
lying
of him.
on TV?
I never heard of him, so I looked him up. He did have all the offers to the SEC schools.
Yeah.
And he chose Memphis over LSU, Bama, and all kinds of people.
And he mentioned LSU like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. But Aiden Hutchinson said that coming out of high school, he only had 13 offers. And the dude was like, 13 offers? That's it? I had way more than that. And he was like, well, everybody knew I was going to Michigan. And I was like, well, that's crazy, because nowadays people, they get offer after offer after
Well,
offer.
they got money to give them now.
They
did.
that's true. Yeah.
What what I thought was crazy is the Jags passed on this guy. I mean, I thought
It was a sure.
And
it's
he-
a sure thing.
And he looked a little like he looked like a rookie a couple times, but man, he could put some freaking moves on people.
Well, whenever that whole story was coming up with Hutchinson that he's talking about with his whole how much he really wanted to be a Lion, I wonder if that factored into the Jags' decision. I wonder if they were like, if we take him at 1, it's a place where he knows, like he doesn't really want to be. I wonder if that factored into him.
And
not
you heard what
becoming
the
a
mama
Jag.
said. The mama said
She would have cried if
She
he
would have
would've
cried.
Yeah. Well, it worked
Yeah.
out for him. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
So I honestly
I'm definitely
feel,
pulling for him. I really like
I
him.
feel he probably had a meeting with the Jags, and they kind of got
Yeah.
the vibe of like he wants to be a Lion, and he wouldn't be as happy here. So
Oh,
they took
for
another
sure.
guy.
But I love the first episode.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited for next Tuesday.
It feels like Hard Knocks is back.
It does.
After
It really
being
does.
off for like
And
2 years.
I
in
didn't
my
even
opinion.
watch last year's because I hate the Cowboys mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's how it basically originated. But
And it wasn't
Man.
good what I seen.
you watched it last year.
Some of it.
See,
Like,
I didn't.
some
Even,
of
I didn't even
finished
watch
watching
it.
But you think being in Dallas, it'd be just
Yeah.
like the best one ever.
All the
crazy.
drama they
It wasn't
always
that good.
have. But man, it's going to be a good season, I
Yeah.
think.
I'm excited for sure. So we got any other NFL news we want to talk about?
We need to get a Lions flag in here because
Well, did y'all,
I mean, I feel like
I'm
we
pulling
do.
for him, man.
before I got here, I
Just
seen
a
on my
picture of
phone.
Will Campbell.
Did y'all hear about Frank Gore?
Yeah.
Dan Campbell, not
Yeah.
Will. Yeah.
Yeah, Frank Gore.
Dragged that.
Will's down
Nick,
there
dragged
being the
Nick-
left tackle at LSU.
Yeah, Frank Gore, he's
He dragged
going
the
to
naked
jail.
lady across the hotel floor.
he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Golly.
Crazy.
He went his whole
Like,
career.
out of nowhere.
and was-
Never had a problem.
Never had any trouble.
That,
he just retired.
That
Just
summer.
retired.
The U finally came out of him.
That's right.
I hate to say that, but the U finally appeared.
Yes. We do need a Dan Campbell
Just get a
or
picture or like a motivation.
That's right.
write
We
something.
need something in here for
I
that.
want him to be the next head coach of the Saints.
Yeah.
Dude, I freaking love him. I really do. And I'm like, I can kind of see the Orgeron comparison.
Yeah,
but he seems like he's on top of his stuff, though. Dude.
Yeah, Orgeron did too until after he won.
Yeah.
The Lions will gladly take a win.
They will. They will. but
he'll get a statue.
But really, Orgeron looked like he had everything. It was just Burrow just camouflaged a lot of it.
And
Orgeron
when it
really come out, he didn't have everything.
Well, when he started chasing the women, that's what.
Women. I mean, you get your star running back ineligible because you didn't get him scheduled for right classes. I mean, we got some problems.
That's piss poor.
Yeah.
Let's not get Peyton started on that.
Don't get me started. I'll get real.
5-star running back, the highest one we gotten since Fournette.
Yeah. And
let's make sure he don't take geology in the fall. What are we doing?
I mean, golly.
See, that really ain't the head coach's job. Like he should have a chick for that.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have a chick, but he probably distracted her from that job. That's right.
I think to like last chance.
And I bet she was blonde.
That chick they had. Oh, without a doubt. And tan.
Yes.
Probably like I can't drop no sorority names.
Mid-20s.
She's probably in a sorority.
No doubt.
You know?
Absolutely.
So
I couldn't drop a sorority name if you asked me.
Same sorority. Les Miles was going after. You know.
There you go.
Let's keep it on the college topic. Let's go to some college news, Peyton. You got some big Big Ten, huh?
Yeah. ESPN is no longer the Big Ten. They will be with Fox, CBS, and NBC for about a $1.5 billion combined contract. But what's crazy is though, with them not being with ESPN doesn't have to play their highlights or anything.
Yeah. So is ESPN going to do that?
I don't know. I mean, and you know the SEC turned down CBS. You know they're no longer going to be with CBS after this year.
Oh, ESPN rejected an offer from the Big Ten
because it was
7 years, $380 million.
Because you know why? They signed with the real conference,
the SEC.
1.5. Yeah. So now the SEC will have 3 primetime games. SEC wanted the night primetime slot. CBS would only give them the 2:30. They don't play any games other than that 2:30 slot.
And I hate that.
So now the SEC will be playing a primetime game at 11, primetime game at 2:30, and a primetime game at 7. It'll be all ESPN oriented now. And I mean they're signing, like I said, I think the contract was over $1 billion. And what's funny is the SEC was going to have to pay $300 million for the SEC to renew the contract. Well, the SEC got denied by the CBS got denied by CBS got denied by the SEC. So when they went to the Big Ten, they had to pay $350 million to get the Big Ten. Yeah, so probably should open that night slot up for them.
So Big Ten, their deal to ESPN was 7 years, $380 million. SEC to ESPN is $300 million per year.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's right.
And that'll be starting in 2024.
Right when Oklahoma and Texas comes in. Don't think that one lined up just right. Yes, that's why the money is about to get ungodly for these schools. They're going.
Yeah, I mean, in 2 years we're going to see a whole new. It's going to be a whole new college system. Everything.
It is. It is.
And I'm excited for it. Honestly, I think it's going to bring some good changes.
Yeah, I do too. And the thing about the SEC, what they bring over the Big Ten is they got baseball and softball. That's huge.
Yeah.
Like you getting all these Big Ten
and some
networks.
of the biggest basketball teams in the nation.
And let's be honest. I mean, until USC and UCLA moves in the Big Ten, how many times are we going to watch Ohio State, Michigan play? What else do they have to show?
Talking about for football?
Yeah, that's their big game.
I mean, and that's their big teams. What other
Wisconsin?
And how many times has that game been interesting in the last 10 years?
Right. Yeah. I mean, and it hasn't. No.
Well, last year because Michigan won, but for a while it was just Ohio State dominating.
Blowouts. That's right. Yeah. I mean, the Big Ten.
Michigan State's not terrible. They have a good year every now and then.
Yeah. You can't rely on them. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be up and down.
Them and Wisconsin usually have one of them is usually really
About
good.
it.
But
That's
you're
right.
not running to the TV to watch Wisconsin.
No, that's exactly. I mean,
No, you're usually running away from it because it's boring.
Yeah, I mean,
They're going to run the ball.
Yeah, that's right. It's just going to pound it and
Minnesota, still got Fleck there, right?
They do, but I think his boat's sinking.
Yeah.
I don't think he's rowing.
His luck's running out.
Yeah, I think he has. He's kind of that rah-rah type guy, in my opinion, too.
Who else? I mean, who else is there?
I mean, Maryland.
That's what he's talking about there.
I mean, there's not.
Maryland's got baby Tua.
I mean, that's you don't have. I mean, Northwestern. I mean, really?
Every now and then, yeah.
Rutgers.
But honestly, when USC and UCLA get there,
Penn State.
UCLA, you're not really caring about. Now, Penn State, they're
Penn State. I mean, that's probably their third.
But crap, recently.
No, exactly.
Since I guess Saquon left, they haven't really been relevant.
No. So I don't know. That's.
But what's UCLA ain't bringing nothing to the table football wise. They beat LSU, but
yeah. Well, I mean, let's don't go there.
Yeah.
Speaking of blondes, I mean, it was chasing blonde down California there. I just don't think now USC when they come.
I think USC.
They're fixing to try to build. They'll throw some money.
Lincoln Riley's gonna have it rolling.
I think USC's about to be
that'll
USC
be the most
again.
exciting team. when they get there.
That'll be it. Them and Ohio State.
USC Ohio State game that'll get me to the TV.
That'll get me to the TV. That's right. That's right. I don't know about the. To me, 3 networks is a lot though. I mean, it's gonna be hard
there
to
ain't
keep.
that many games.
I mean, that's gonna be hard to keep up with. I mean, why would you have 3 different? And then which network has which time slot? And I mean,
and I think all of that.
I turn on ESPN at 11 o'clock and watch the SEC.
All
for
of
the rest
those
of the day.
combined is getting. I think it said it's going to get Big Ten close to $300 million a year, and that's what SEC's getting just by having ESPN.
Just by ESPN. Yeah,
and it's taking multiple for. Big
That's
Ten.
right. Yeah,
We'll still have the SEC network.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Which is the best conference show channel there is.
By a mile.
Absolutely. I love the SEC
Especially
network.
in baseball, as far as college goes.
Hey, every Sunday morning during college athletic season, football, basketball, I watch SEC now. I mean, I get it all I want. I mean, because I love keeping up with the whole conference.
When Papa was at A&M, I watched a lot of his games through
SEC Network. Yeah. And they got good analysts on there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess my only concern about ESPN with all these football games, I hope they step up on their announcers. Because ESPN can have some announcers I'm not big fans of.
Yeah,
your NBCs and your Fox.
It'll be weird. It'll be weird seeing an LSU Bama game and it not being CBS and grainy quality.
And you don't hear that SEC music.
Yeah,
that little ring that they got when it's coming on.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be different.
I will miss that LSU Alabama CBS game.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, I won't miss Gary at all, Donaldson.
Yeah.
But I promise you that.
Who will?
Yeah, Vern.
Vern, well, he's gone. Well, retired. But, what's his name that replaced him? Which I like him. I just went blank on his name that replaced Vern.
I forget.
Oh, God, that's going to drive me nuts.
But, I mean, neither of them were LSU guys at all.
Oh, no. Especially Gary.
But it'll still just feel, I guess, just weird and take a couple years to get used to that not being what you hear whenever you watch that game.
That's right. It
maybe
will.
now every
Brad
LSU
Nessler.
Alabama game.
Oh yeah.
Won't be a day game.
We'll have
anymore.
night games now.
Exactly. It'll be more of an advantage for LSU now.
Oh yeah, because
bring that to Death Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
That definitely hurt LSU against.
Yes,
Alabama.
absolutely.
Give LSU 15 hours to get drunk instead of 14.
Yeah, give us that.
3 or 4 days. They're going to start early.
yeah. You give us a 7 o'clock, it's going to be
because they'll start at 7 a.m.
The previous day.
Yeah.
Well, and the SEC venues are so much better game wise, I think, than a lot of the other Big Ten ones, and that has a lot to do with the weather too. I mean, you're sitting there in October, and it's beautiful weather down here at all these games. You can go up there in the Big Ten, and it could be snowing or just 30 degrees, and it doesn't bring that good TV viewing, in my opinion, on that.
Yeah, a night snow game isn't.
No,
that's a weird game to watch.
They're all the fans are over there bundled up,
and you can't throw the ball hard.
Yeah, you can't throw it.
If you watch a snow game, it needs to be at like noon.
Yes,
that's the best time for those.
It's 7 to 10.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's fifth-year white quarterback is running the offense. He has 94 yards throwing.
Yes, but I'm excited, man. I'm ready to see the SEC with this new, which I guess that's happened after this year. I think this is the last year. It's either this year or 2024, isn't it?
Yeah, 2024 is when it
we got
starts.
2 more for the SEC.
Well, college football's right around the corner.
Yeah, that's right.
Right
there.
corner.
Week 0 starts.
I think August 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelton plays August 25th. They play week 1.
Is that what they play,
or week
Oklahoma?
0. No, they play North Texas, August 27th.
Okay, they play Oklahoma Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, they play Oklahoma actual week 1.
Sweet. All right.
Who was that? Oh, he hit a homer? Holy crap. Yeah, Braves called up a top prospect. He just got his first career hit, and it was a 412-foot homer. Holy crap. Well, there you go.
Gonna hate he missed that.
I'm sure he's watching on his phone downstairs real quick. Well, that's a moment. All right, we got any other NCAA stuff or anything like that? I haven't really kept up with too much. I've seen about this deal, and it was definitely something that I think we had to talk about this, honestly. So y'all want to just get into some fantasy stuff? That good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so fantasy football. We're a podcast that started by we started this whole podcast because of fantasy football, honestly. We all knew each other from that. That's where the name Dirty Boot comes from and everything. And this year is definitely weird. I've been playing since, I think, 2011 or 2010, whenever Cam Newton's rookie year was. And Chance is back.
You know what you missed, right?
I got the freaking Twitter alert. We're rewinding it. Dang it.
Back to the fantasy club.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, I've been playing fantasy since, I think 2011, and these rankings are so weird and so different than what it's been in the past. Usually when you think fantasy football, the first 10 picks, you expect probably, 7 of them to be running backs in the first 10, at least?
At least. It used to be 9 or 10.
Yeah,
that's the hardest position.
Used to, you'd have, Antonio Brown, and that'd be it in the first round, wide receiver-wise. Well, this year they just said, screw that. We're doing different. Yeah. They said this year we're going to let me pull up the sheet. So the top 10 has Cooper Kupp at 2 overall, Justin Jefferson at 5, Jamar Chase at 6, Devontae Adams at 9. So that's 4 wide receivers in the top 10. And then if you go past the top 10, you've got Deebo Samuel at 11, Stephon Diggs at 12, CeeDee Lamb at 13, Tyreek Hill at 17. So in the top 17, you got 8 wide receivers and 9 running backs. That's just literally unheard of.
Fournette's before Kamara.
Yeah, Fournette is the 16th overall player.
Speaking of him, he came into camp at 260. They said he was so out of shape.
Have you seen the memes about that? Oh my God, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, he posted a meme himself. Yeah. On Twitter about it. It was funny.
I think Kamara's so down is because the suspension probably.
Yeah.
But there's
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's probably not based.
Yeah.
on
They just
talent.
pushed the court date back and all that. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
And these rankings will be changed by the time we draft. There'll be an updated list.
In our league, Alvin Kamara will not go 18.
Heck no.
Mark Parker will make sure that does not happen.
He'll be in the top 10.
Yeah,
it just shows you how the league's changed.
Look at Cam Akers at 22. I'll still not let y'all down. Y'all made fun of me when I drafted him a couple years ago.
We did.
Which I think a lot of this comes to, a lot of these teams are going to 2 running backs.
It's hard. Makes it tough, man.
It is.
A lot of running back committees.
Mark Andrews higher than Travis Kelce.
I hope we do that because I don't want Kamara to keep taking these shots.
That might be the craziest thing on there. Is that Travis Kelce is not the
Travis
number 1.
Kelce lost Tyreek Hill and dropped 20 spots.
Yeah. And they gave him a $3 million raise because they're expecting him to do good.
It's going to be tougher for sure. I mean, I get where they're coming from.
Another one to me, though, Nick Chubb is 33. That's a 4th round pick.
Yeah, I'll be happy to take Travis Kelce at 30.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He ain't lasting that long in ours. But Nick Chubb, I think that's one that you can definitely see the impact of the
Kareem
multiple
Hunt
running backs.
right
Yeah,
now, though, he's starting to rise.
Yeah, but still, Kareem's. I mean, he's been there 2 years.
How about rookie Brees Hall being at 35?
Yeah, 2 spots behind Nick Chubb.
Zeke
especially after
Zeke.
He didn't even have a
36.
pitcher on his
Brees
profile.
Y'all go ahead and take a Jets running back that
Yeah,
early.
but
Go
it's
ahead.
weird because like Michael Carter the fourth or whatever junior had like a pretty good year last year whenever he was healthy. So they just think he's going to lose.
You just said that
I can't remember his last name. I know it's Carter.
But
so they just think he's going to lose all of his touches.
After the first quarter, the Jets can't throw anymore because they're behind by 21. 30.
Well, see, I'm relying upon Zach Wilson in the league.
He's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him, man.
Shout out to his
sidearm
mom.
pass.
I haven't seen hardly any football stuff in the past couple of days.
Another one that sticks out to me is number 40 overall, Josh Jacobs. We didn't talk about this last week. I wanted to. He had 2 series in the Hall of Fame game, and
The only starter, I think.
I was supposed to say why.
I think
he's
that
the only
shows.
starter
I think
that
that shows
actually
you
how little they value him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He'll be on the trade block.
Who else did they have?
Kenyon Drake, I believe.
Oh, they
is
do.
he still there?
Yeah,
I bet they do.
Wait, where?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Oakland, Las Vegas, wherever the crap they
Drake's
are, the
still
Raiders.
there. He is.
Yeah, and I think they drafted someone as well. Let me look. But I mean, Josh Jacobs, I took him
Aaron
round 2
Jones at
last year,
21.
and this year he's playing in the Hall of Fame game. That's definitely concerning.
Give him Jimmy right now.
It's-
Well, another
rankings
one
are so
that's
weird.
rising is, of course, Michael Thomas. Now that he's back on the field, he is going to shoot up.
What's
the
his ranking
rankings.
right now?
Around 30, I think. It was lower than that.
Oh, he's
might
65
still be
right
lower
here.
than
Wide
this.
receiver number 30.
65.
Yeah, give him to me.
I'll take him in the 6th round.
He will not be that come September 3rd.
And again, in our league,
No.
he will not make it that far.
Oh, no.
James Winston be taken in the 5th round.
Oakland or freaking
They got
Las
Amir
Vegas.
Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, Kenyon Drake, Zamir White, running back from Georgia, rookie. So, I mean, that's 4 people that'll probably make the roster as running backs.
And this is Josh McDaniels, who comes from the Patriots coaching
Where
tree
you
of
cannot start a
using
running back.
numerous running backs. So
And they're going to run, but it's going to be a
Zamir
different
White was a
whatever
4th
series.
round pick for the Raiders. So I think it's
so
safe
where's
to say
the
he'll
first
get picked.
quarterback?
Josh Allen.
I know who it is, but where's he?
He was. I think
We
I
got
saw
Josh
him.
Allen at 42.
Yeah.
Last year, I believe Mahomes was around 30. Now they got Mahomes at about 48. And another thing, Kyle Pitts, tight end 3. He's surpassed Darren Waller and George Kittle.
Aaron Rodgers
I can
is
see
at
the
83.
George Kittle because he's
Well, with
blocking
Riddle,
so much.
Yeah.
with Ridley gone, I mean, that's all they're going to be throwing through is Pitts in Atlanta.
Yeah, but it's
But
Marcus
who's throwing to him? That's
Mariota
the
instead
problem.
of Matt Ryan.
Desmond Ritter in about 8 weeks.
I
They'd
don't know
be
about
triple
that.
teamed.
Your guy Robert Woods is at 94.
Hey, shut up.
Billy Trees?
Billy Trees.
Bobby Trees.
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby.
DeAndre Hopkins 91, and
He's
Well,
suspended
he's
for
out
half a
6 plays,
year.
for the first 6 games.
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz, number 71 overall. There you go.
Hey, he had a good year last year.
Yeah, but are you taking him in the 8th round?
No, I
All
ain't
right.
taking. If it ain't one of the top 3 tight ends, I ain't taking a tight end until probably like round 12
I agree.
because they're all the same at that point.
We've
you
got
know?
Jalen Hurts over Brady and Rodgers and Burrow. Here we go.
Oh, my
Here we go.
gosh. Is it because he gets rushing yards?
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah,
has to
absolutely,
be why.
absolutely.
But Brady just threw for 5,000 yards. I don't care if Jalen Hurts runs for 1,000. I mean,
All of these guys that do this are all about the running quarterback.
yeah.
They're all about the running quarterback.
Yep.
Well,
They
and
always
it's,
play that
it's
to the
easier to value.
rankings.
You get every 10 yards, you get a point as opposed to 25 for passing. So,
Mm-hmm.
or in our league at least. Some leagues do it differently.
Which Hurts had the most rushing touchdowns of any quarterback, I think.
Yeah, because he had like 3 against New Orleans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sounds right.
I think he's going to be better this year.
I do too. You got Trey Lance, 101,
not real
QB
high.
13.
Hey, it's confusing me with you saying all this stuff and Bill not having that up
that's what I'm
there.
looking for the
I keep
play.
looking for Trey Lance and I'm seeing Jack Conklin or Tyler Conklin, whichever one he is.
Oh, well, I got the cheat sheet out on my phone.
There we go, Bill. There we go.
Bill's not letting us
Y'all
cheat
have
real
to
well.
communicate better over there, okay, guys? If y'all are going to read and put it on this screen, you got to communicate.
I think one of the biggest question marks there is Dak Prescott. You got him at 7.
I think he's
Derek
he
Carr
could
at
be good, but
14.
then again, he could be out of the top 10.
I think he's going to have a great year just because he's flying under the radar.
They got freaking Trey Lance ahead of Derek Carr. Why? He ain't done nothing in the league.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. Honestly,
I don't like that.
5,000 yards. I mean, we know.
But Carr did
Trey
just,
Lance.
Carr just got.
Oh, I'm talking about Trey
Devontae
Lance
Adams.
being higher
Yeah,
than him.
Exactly.
That makes no sense.
Carr has never had a weapon besides Waller.
They're really valuing Lance's legs, I guess.
Oh, and Kyle Shanahan.
Who runs the football.
About to say Shanahan don't run quarterbacks though.
But
Look
he
how
runs
far
the
Jameis
football.
Winston's down. Did y'all see that? He's
Yeah, I don't
way
get
down.
that, man. I don't get that either.
24th.
behind
I'll
Carson Wentz and
I'll
Daniel
take him.
Jones.
I'll
Makes
take
it sound very
Daniel
homery,
Jones.
but
I'll
take
take
him over
him.
Daniel Jones.
Jones. I'll take him over Zach Wilson. I'll take him over Ryan Tannehill.
All right, we got
Justin
Joe.
Fields.
I think he's behind Kirk Cousins, man.
he's better than Tua and Trevor.
We've got
Yeah,
Joe
that's what
Burrow
I'm
at QB 10. There's no way he's not like the third quarterback taken.
He'll
in
be
our
the
draft.
second quarterback.
He'll be the
taken.
second. I was about to say it's going to be probably.
He'll be before Mahomes.
Oh no, it'll be
No.
Josh Allen, Mahomes.
Probably
he might
Herbert.
he might challenge
Taking him over
Herbert. He might get challenged by Herbert.
I think he goes before Lamar.
Oh, he'll absolutely go before Lamar.
Lamar might. Not, yeah, I mean, we'll let you have him, Clay.
Okay, thank you. Write that down. I'll take him round 10.
Lamar is like
I won't
one of the
draft him.
best fantasy
Kyler
football
better-
quarterbacks of all time.
Kyler better
know, I
watch
won't
the film.
I
He's
promise
not
you I
gonna be
won't.
in there.
The one year I had him.
Who'd you say, Bill?
last year.
The injury's coming. Though.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Bill?
It's coming.
I said Kyler's got to watch some film, or he's going to be
Yeah.
jumping on down.
Yeah,
in the double digits.
they did take that off his contract. I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all saw
you seen
that.
that?
Oh, did they?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
took it out like a
They
couple of
took it
days
out
ago.
now.
They
They
took
did.
it off?
Yeah, they
Yep.
felt like it was.
It was
That's
drawing
what
too much
the video
attention.
game?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the damage is done at this point, right? I mean,
Might as well leave it.
everybody's already laughed about it.
Yeah,
Stafford at
It
12
wasn't but, what, an
strings.
hour a week or something? I mean, come on.
yeah. I think it was
We watch
4
more film
hours a
than
week.
that.
Yeah.
I watch 7 hours straight every Sunday.
Exactly.
He's got a Q by his name.
And thirsty.
Yeah.
Who's the Rams backup quarterback?
I'm predicting the Rams might not make the playoffs this year.
Did y'all see that
The
head
elbow
injury?
stuff.
Chase Daniel.
Good.
Oh,
Is it really?
No, he's the Chargers quarterback.
Bill's just saying names over here.
Yeah.
Who is their backup?
I'm looking it up. But yeah, I think they described his injury as something they've never seen, or
Oh my gosh.
some weird word.
They're
they said.
getting worried.
You love to hear that.
Ooh,
John Wolford.
Wow.
there we go.
Hey, Bryce Perkins, ain't he from Iowa?
Yes, that's right. I was.
Luis
I was,
Perez,
yeah,
I
was-
think
Hey.
he plays left field for the.
Luis Perez.
Luis
was
Perez was
USFL.
For
USFL.
the Astros, don't he?
Ooh, we got a Kirby sighting.
I will say one thing. Matthew Stafford through the years has been an Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
He has not hardly missed a game.
My God, with Detroit, he
Bryce
got me the
Perkins
shot
is from-
kicked to
He'd
him.
have a broke leg.
I'm thinking
out
of
there.
Purdy.
Bryce
thinking of
Perkins
Purdy.
is from Virginia.
I'm thinking of Purdy, ain't I?
Yeah,
Brock
Purdy.
Yeah, and
Purdy.
Breece Hall.
Same thing.
Yeah.
dude, Rams running back depth charge is not great.
Yeah.
You got Daryl Henderson.
You got Jake Funk. He's white. So.
He married.
White fella.
Yeah.
He's dating Hannah Ann from The Bachelorette. If anybody was,
There you go.
From The
dropping
Bachelor.
the knowledge
everybody was
All right.
curious. I
He
follow.
might be starting
I
for
follow
this
her on the
year, though.
Instagram,
on the IG, huh?
dude. Yeah, Hannah Ann.
She worth a follow?
Shoot, yeah, she
Oh,
is.
All right, we'll have to check that out.
Big Bachelor guy now.
Ah,
Shout out to
You
her.
watched one season.
And who was on it?
Yeah.
Hannah Ann.
So yeah, I mean,
My wife does listen to the podcast. I'm
fantasy.
okay.
The fantasy rankings this year are just crazy to me. I'm not looking forward to the draft.
Wait, this is the receiver.
Yeah, that's the receiver.
That's the
list right
projection.
there.
They
So
got
hold on.
Jefferson number 2.
No, you got Burrow at what, 11th?
Yeah,
But
you're
you
giving
got
him
his
number-
two receivers in top 10.
Yeah,
Makes
Yeah,
zero
that
sense.
makes a lot of sense.
And then
yeah.
Tyler Boyd's probably at like 17.
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
Tyler Boyd is like criminally
I
underrated.
mean, I have a
freaking
feeling
shot.
T. Higgins will go in our fantasy draft. Will go late. Like I don't think he's going to go early.
I don't know. Burrow. You never know.
Once Chase goes off, people won't even think about Cincinnati's receivers. I don't see T. Higgins going early. Like,
Yeah, but they'll see that
when
name
you're
on
saying
the list.
10, you're telling me he's a top 3 round.
They'll see
draft
that
pick?
name on the list, be like, "Oh, Burrow's throwing to him." So we'll take him. Not Christian Boyd. Tyler Boyd is. Crap! I can't even find his name. Wide receiver 54.
He don't put a lot of yards up, but he always makes big touchdown grabs.
Wide receiver 54.
Before Chase got there, he was good that year. Before Chase got
Yeah,
there.
that's the thing.
It changed when Chase
He's always a solid slot guy. You know?
He's a guy you got to have on your roster.
I had him last year, and
he's worth
the one game I played him, he had over 100 yards. I was like,
Hunter Renfro.
Got that
Renfro at 21.
Yeah, Renfro got the bag, and so then that's another situation we talked about, like Burrow. You've got Vegas, 2 really good receivers, and then the number 4 tight end,
and then you
got Carr that low.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Juju at 35.
Yeah, I mean he might be wide receiver number 1 in KC.
Yeah,
and Mahomes throwing him the ball.
He'll have to be.
Well, unless Kyle's favorite Sky Moore beats him out.
How do you put a Baltimore wide receiver ahead of a Kansas City wide receiver?
And a Baltimore wide receiver who did not play a lot last year.
And they're going to run the ball every time.
Yeah.
And if they don't, it's going to the tight end.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Andrews
is the wide receiver 1 there.
And 2 and 3.
And, yeah, he get ball.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle's really high.
So y'all got anything else to
Both
talk
Miami
on,
wide receivers in the top 15.
And
Tua sucks.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Handing the ball off?
Yeah, I mean, they're working on that jet sweep right there for them.
But I will say, Miami might have the fastest team in the NFL.
Yeah, not even close.
And they got even faster. They got Mostert.
Mostert at running back, yeah. Definitely some speed there. Justin Tucker's the number 1 kicker.
Yeah, let's talk about the important
Cade
stuff.
York, 13.
Young Hoku.
What's his really at
19.
23?
23.
Oh, wow.
They're not expecting a lot of points from New Orleans, I guess.
No, I would expect a lot of kicking from New
I
Orleans.
will say, I think McPherson is going to be he is good. He was good last year.
He is nails.
I think Carlson.
How you going to have Lutz at
crazy.
23? The Sun Gun kicks more than half his games in a dome.
Yeah.
Like, that gets you in the top 15 automatically in my book.
Oh, yeah.
Like without a doubt.
I mean, they just worried about his injury.
What did he injure last year?
Some kind of
something kicking.
It was a leg. Yeah.
So I can't remember.
Is everybody thinking Jonathan Taylor, or does some people think McCaffrey? Because that's up for debate.
I think Taylor's a safe pick there.
Yeah, I'm going.
Taylor's going to be there the whole
Do you
year.
trust McCaffrey? Yeah.
That's the thing. I'd take Kupp over McCaffrey.
I'm not sure. I would take.
Well, that's the way ESPN has it.
I would.
I'd take Kamara over McCaffrey.
I don't want the number 1 pick. I know that.
I don't either.
I'll take it.
I want to. I've done like 2 mock drafts, and I've noticed I want to be in the late round.
I feel the same. I want 6 through 10.
I want on the turn.
I'm not sure if I wouldn't take Harris over McCaffrey.
I know you got Baker throwing on the ball now. Numbers going up.
Yeah, that's going to do it, huh? Yeah.
Or is Baker going to be so bad that they just got to run it? You know.
There you go.
Is Baker going to be the quarterback?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's no doubt.
I mean,
no doubt.
Two of the
so much
no, he's not. No, he's not.
2 of the top 3 running backs have injury concerns every year. Eckler and McCaffrey both have injuries. Yeah, Kirby Yates. They always have injuries. So I don't know how you can, especially McCaffrey, man.
Well, Eckler isn't that injury prone, is he?
He gets hurt a lot.
I had him last year. He missed a few games, but
it's
few
crazy.
Games is a lot,
it's crazy
man.
seeing him at 4.
As long as he don't hit in the playoffs.
It's crazy because 3 years ago he's a backup.
Yeah.
Well,
and now he's
Dalvin
number
Cook,
4.
I mean, he's been injured.
Yeah,
I ain't never drafted Dalvin
Derrick
Cook.
Henry was hurt last year.
I'm the most anti-Dalvin Cook guy in the
Austin
world.
Eckler, where was he going
Speaking of
last year in
Dalvin
the draft?
Cook, what's that?
20.
Second at the earliest.
At the earliest.
That got drafted.
Oh, it's his brother.
That's his brother.
James.
Yep. Hey, they talking him up.
Mm-hmm. There's DeAndre Swift, number 14 overall. Wasn't mentioned on Hard Knocks, but yeah. So I think that's enough for fantasy. Our draft is approaching really
rapidly.
Quickly. Yeah.
Nobody wants to give their secrets. That's why this is ending.
Yeah. September 3rd.
We're getting close to mentioning Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Clay's about to have a heart attack.
Jared Goff's on the ball.
It worked for him last year.
Yeah.
They're always behind.
Yeah,
they
that's true.
Throw it at the end of the game.
Well, you got Chark now. Hawkinson's good. Jamal Williams, good third down back.
I got his jersey.
Hawkinson's are tight end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's enough for fantasy.
Hold on just a second. Go back to the receiver. Keep going. I mean, We get Russell Wilson at Denver. He don't have a receiver in the top 20.
Nope. And yet
Well,
again,
they're
Judy's been hurt. Sutton's been
trying to
hurt.
decide
Who's going to be Sutton or
who
Judy?
to pick. Which the word is out of camp, it's Sutton.
I was about to say I would think it would be Sutton
Sutton was good at SMU, man.
because you know they're about to put up some
Sutton's
yards
good
in
when he
Denver.
plays. If he's got a quarterback, let's ride.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that caught my eyes.
There's Olave, 47.
47.
Right behind Bobby
Did y'all
Trees.
see that video of Olave?
That high?
Bro, did you see that video of Olave?
Well, hey, Peyton, where's Jarvis?
Where's what?
Where's Jarvis? Olave's at 47. Jarvis wide receiver 2.
Thomas is healthy.
Where's Jarvis?
Just wait till the season. Hold on. But did y'all see that Olave? Dude. CD Deuce was on him like I'm talking about, and he still caught the dang ball. It was a phenomenal catch.
Oh, yeah, the catch was insane.
Oh, insane.
Yeah, with those wide receivers, why is Jameis that far down?
I don't
Because
get
it's
it.
Jameis.
Because they
It's
saw
Jameis,
well,
that's why.
in your last
yeah.
year, you saw what I mean. They weren't throwing it much, and he wasn't looking great. It just
Yeah, they saw the offense
they
we
saw
ran
the
last
offense.
year.
Yeah, I mean, so they're a little
Jarvis
scared
is wide receiver 50, 111 overall.
But in Tampa Bay, even though he threw all them interceptions, the yards were there for fantasy. I mean, not as an NFL quarterback, but as a fantasy quarterback.
Yeah.
They still have Drew Brees on here.
I was just about to.
He gonna get
And
drafted.
he will be drafted.
Fox.
in our league.
Are we believing these lists? I mean, really? I mean,
Somebody will take a late round.
Jamal
flyer on him
Williams
for
is
sure.
God.
Jamal Williams is running back
news.
54.
dude, Chris Hogan
He'll be
retired
on my
last year.
Yeah.
During the middle of the season.
Well, that happens. Charles Scott was on there for like 5 years.
That is true because Clay would always pick
I
him
would
up at the
always
end of
draft
the year.
him at my last pick.
Yeah.
Just get some mojo. Yeah.
And he'd be like the only person to draft him on,
Yeah.
on ESPN.
So is Taysom listed as a tight end or a quarterback?
Tight end.
He is tight end, yeah.
Yeah. Saw it up
Well, I
there.
knew they had made him. I didn't know if they had it on here yet.
What number tight end is he?
A lot.
Really?
20th.
20.
Oh, by a lot. Did you mean high or low?
I meant low. There ain't no way he's the 20th best.
Name,
mean, with-
name 19 before him.
and just with
I don't
his
know, man.
And with
other
his
ability,
versatility- yeah, exactly.
because he might
He
run
ain't-
the
he
ball.
I
ain't
know
the
he's gonna
20th.
run some.
He ain't the 20th either. Look.
Dude, what's up with these lists?
I think that was 20 on
Points from last
on
year.
the Saints.
Adam Trapman. Dude,
What
that-
is? God, he's
49th.
49th on the tight end list.
He'll get taken somehow, too, in our
They got
league.
Troutman at
Oh, he'll get
29.
taken.
That's kind of ridiculous. Though.
That's low. That's low.
49.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. All right,
I
so
think
let's
Trapman's going to have a good year.
let's
Troutman.
transition to our Dirty Five, which is insane Dirty Five. You know, we just talked about how the fantasy lists are more wide receiver heavy than ever before, and that those elite talents just keep pushing the running backs further and further down. So we're going to do a Dirty Five of best wide receivers in the NFL. I think there's like probably 15 at the least that could arguably make this list. Maybe even 20. Like, there's a lot of guys that you can.
I wouldn't say 15.
There's a lot
Look
of
at
guys.
number 13. Would you put Jalen
Well,
Waddle?
you're looking at fantasy. You're not looking at Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins,
that's
guys
true.
that are out.
That's
yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah. Fantasy's not everything. But there's a lot of guys that I don't know. It's just there's so much wide receiver talent, and especially recently with the young guys, it feels like every year there's 4 first-round picks that are receivers, and they're all elite
loaded.
talents. Because that's what 2 or 3 years ago they were like, these next 3 drafts are going to be so wide receiver heavy, and I was like, the Saints have to do it. And we finally did it with Olave. Probably should have done it a year or 2 earlier. With like the Chase draft or the Jefferson draft, where those were pretty freaking loaded. But yeah,
But the NFL's changed too.
Yeah,
It's high
definitely.
scoring now.
definitely.
It's not that pound the ball, play defense.
No.
Unless you're
And
unless you're the
college-
Patriots.
College closely represents it too now. You can't hear me?
Oh, you freaking leaned all the way to the couch.
College closely represents the NFL now too. So they're more ready to step in and make like big contributions from day one.
Yeah.
As we've seen in the past couple of years.
So who wants to kick it off? 35.
I'll go.
All right.
I like it.
I ain't scared to go first. Number 5, Jamar Chase.
Wow, at 5. Ooh, okay, I'm ready for this list.
Number 5, Jamar Chase. Think he should be in the top 5 without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Number 4, Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
I think Jefferson's better. I always have thought it, and I probably always will think it. He does more with a lesser quarterback, in my opinion. So I think that's better for. He's better
done
than
it
Chase.
for, what, 2 years?
He's done it
3
for 2 years
Done it
now.
one more year than
opposed
Chase
to
has.
Chase's 1 year or whatever, but he can't help that.
This will be just
It's only his third year.
Yeah,
he won Rookie
We
of the
just
Year
won-
last
yeah.
year,
Yeah.
Clay.
God.
Crap! You don't
We
remember
just
you,
won the national championship.
you cashed in that bet the other day. That Rookie of the Year bet on Chase.
No, I'm talking about Jefferson.
Oh yeah, Jefferson. Yeah,
This
he's
will
been
be his third
multiple.
year.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been in the league a little bit longer than that.
Number 3, Stephon Diggs. Diggs and Jefferson were, like, I guess, neck and neck for me.
He
so
replaced Diggs.
He did. They're neck and necks. I gave the nod to Diggs because he has the better quarterback.
And speaking of that, how crazy is that?
I'm a part of the Bills Mafia, so that doesn't
They
help.
got rid of Stephon Diggs. What did they get for him? Probably like a 4th-round pick.
They got something.
No, they got.
Did they get something high?
Yes.
But they replaced him with probably the most Stephon Diggs type player they could have gotten.
And for cheaper.
They might have got a first round. That's what they used on Jefferson.
Did they really?
Yeah.
That might be what happened.
Yeah, it was.
Because I want to say that's what they blew that
was.
pick up to be.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Wow.
worked out for them.
It
They
did.
got 4 draft picks.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I knew it was a big trade.
Stephon Diggs was having a pretty good career up to that point.
Well, yeah, but look what DeAndre Hopkins got traded for.
That was because you had
That's
a
called Bill O'Brien.
clown playing GM
insane,
for him.
man.
And he got mad at the organization, so he gave him a middle finger as he was
That's so
walking out the door.
Correct.
I just noticed something funny too. If you add up the digits on
Son of a
Stephon
gun.
Diggs'
That doesn't add
jersey,
up. Oh my god.
1 and 4 is 5.
Oh, okay. What else adds up to 5?
The 3 and the 2 on OJ's jersey.
Oh.
That was totally random. I'm sorry.
It's 32 retired and before.
you had planned? Did you have
32?
that planned?
No, I just he gets to save the other
It's just natural.
Yeah.
Just comes to him.
It just those kind of things just jump out at me.
Yeah.
So,
Big numbers
I
guy.
was trying to where's he going with this?
He always just adds up jersey
I
numbers.
knew he was going towards that, but,
Yeah, but I
saw
couldn't-
14 and 17. I was like, Bill, that's 31. And then I thought maybe he's talking about Justin Jefferson and Diggs, so that would be 32 technically.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, I got 1 + 4. I was like, wow. You took that to a whole other level right there. Oh my God, Bill.
Is 32 allowed to be worn in Buffalo? Look up their roster and find out who wears it.
You can look up retired numbers.
I don't
It's
think
probably
they
retired.
retired it.
It's probably
They
retired.
probably aren't allowed to retire it.
They could have done it before he killed the wife.
Yeah, then unretire it.
allegedly,
Allegedly. Hey, the glove did not fit,
it
Bill.
did not fit.
So
On
They
March
had to
28,
acquit.
2019, Perry, I don't know his last name, it just says Perry, signed with the Buffalo Bills. Perry is notable for being the first person to wear the number 32
What year? 2019?
2019.
since OJ.
Oh, look at there.
That big of a gap.
Yes.
They probably just made people stop wearing it.
James Cook should have got it.
Whoa, now.
He should have. What?
You think he's
He
going to be the
wanted
next OJ?
Perry wanted to be
horrible
the
theory.
first one to wear it.
You think OJ guy?
Yeah, we
Miller.
might need to have him on the pod.
There we go.
First
Jordan
time
Miller.
since 1997.
Jordan Miller, cornerback,
Lord.
1 tackle last year. That's 1 tackle in 2020. He didn't even play last year.
He didn't play in the last.
Well, Bill,
He
there's
got
your new
hurt.
favorite player.
There you go.
Hey, and he was born in '97, so he missed the whole thing.
Does he know what happened?
No big deal to him.
Wait, when
Who's
it
AJ?
happened in what, 94?
Yeah.
94.
What's that? I like AJ.
Okay,
I
I'm
like
sorry.
the apple
Back
juice.
to your Stephon Diggs. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to hijack your.
What number was he in San Francisco? Is it 32 as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So you got to
my
find out who
God.
wears that. Might be Ty Davis Price or something.
Oh, that'd be something cool to look at. But yeah, Stephon Diggs, number 3. Like I said, I think it's mainly because he has Josh Allen opposed of Kirk Cousins. So, number 2, Cooper Kupp. Think he's undeniably top 2 in the league.
TDP is
Interchangeable.
wearing number 32 at the 49ers.
Called it.
He's the next OJ.
He's an LSU running back. Of course they wear 32.
That's right.
I mean,
Hey, Charles Scott.
Shout
Jeremy
out.
Hill. No, Jeremy Hill's 33, right?
Yes.
Okay. There were some other ones.
I don't know.
Probably.
And then number 1, Devontae Adams. I think he's hands down the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Hands down.
I think he is.
I agree.
So that's my that's my list right there.
Who was 2?
Cooper Kupp.
I was looking at it. Okay, Cooper Kupp. Gotcha. Yeah, I like this. Good solid list there.
I think those 5 are all well deserving.
Yeah, I'll do mine. Number 5, Michael Thomas.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, let's forget about these injuries and just wait till he comes back this year healthy again, and everybody's going to be reminded how good he was before he got hurt.
Can be. He's got to prove it to me.
Well, I think he will. He has that.
I'm betting on
he
him.
seems to have that edge about him already in practice, like he's about to prove everybody
Chance,
wrong.
look up his comeback player of the year odds. Chance.
Cam Smith signed with Liv over $100 million.
Is that the guy that just won?
British Open.
The dude needs to shave.
Mark Leachman did too.
Whoa. You're scratching. Australian? Yeah. Oh, he's good too.
Yeah, I think Michael Thomas though.
Yeah, look up the comeback odds.
I think
he make a bet.
And I want to make it because everybody's wanting Jameis Winston to comeback player of the year. I'm like, no, I'll think Michael Thomas should be the comeback player of the year.
Think about it. If Michael Thomas is, then he's probably right in
as well.
Well, unless Jameis throws his 20 picks.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw somebody say that Derrick Henry's an option for comeback player of the year.
Ty mentioned that. I'm not sure if Ty
was that
had,
Derrick Henry? I mean, was that Ty that said that?
Yeah, I don't
All right, never mind. Redact that from the
look
record.
up the.
Oh yeah.
Redact that. I thought I saw
the source.
I thought I saw Big Cat tweet
now,
it.
Ty might have been making
Ty,
a bet
Cat
and
makes
seen
sense.
it. So look at the odds.
I'm trying. Y'all's Wi-Fi sucks.
No, it doesn't. Bill's using it right now.
Get out of here, ball.
I won't. But number 4 is Justin Jefferson. And I think he has another year like he did last year. He's gonna probably be right there with the Cooper Kupps, of the world. Number 3 is Jamar Chase.
So you think Chase is better?
I think Chase is better. I do.
I think it's a good argument.
Yeah, I think you could sit there and you can argue back and forth. I don't know. Chase just seems to have that little.
He has the it factor.
That's what I was about to say.
The it factor. Without a doubt.
And I think that's what kind of puts him a little over JJ.
Justin has the diamond grill on top and bottom.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
You're right. But I feel like, and hey, I mean, it might help that Jamar's getting thrown to Burrow, who's been thrown to him for the last 3 years, too.
A lot better than Kirk Cousins.
But also, JJ gets playing dome for half the year, too.
That's true.
And that to me, that's a big factor there. Number 2, Kupp. I think he's going to keep staying right there as long as he has Stafford as his quarterback and McVay calling the plays for him. He is by far one of the funnest receivers to watch in the league, in my opinion, too. I love watching him run routes. Like, I'll sit there and just I get in my days of watching the route, and I want to watch the ball. I feel like he's
I wouldn't listen to Kupp.
Yeah. And then number 1's Adams. And I think he's kind of I really wanted to put Hopkins in, but I just really couldn't find a way to put him. He was the only one I felt bad about leaving out.
A few years ago, there's no doubt Hopkins
was
in there, but he missed a step.
In Arizona, he's kind of, I guess, not gone downhill, but he's just been hurt a little bit.
Been hurt, and
Collar doesn't help a lot. You know,
I'm not sure if his play calling's getting favored toward him either.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Kingsbury.
Hey, I got comeback player of the year odds. Derrick Henry plus 300.
See the leader of it?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Wow.
James, I don't know how that's even freaking possible.
He played in the playoffs.
Like Ty said, and give Ty credit, he played in the playoffs.
Well, I knew Ty had to have seen the
Yeah.
odds. Yeah.
Absolutely how he found it. Jameis Winston's plus 400. McCaffrey plus 800. Michael Thomas plus 800.
Oh,
so they're doing the same thought.
What is it?
Put me a little on Michael Thomas plus 800.
But they're using the same thought process of if Michael Thomas goes off, Jameis Winston
Jameis was ahead of him. What was it?
Plus 400. Jameis has the second best odds.
Hey, shout out to the Jameis being that high, man.
Baker Mayfield plus 1,200.
Woo!
Here's a good one. Cam Akers plus 2,000. I think.
No, that's not a good one.
Why would it be?
J.K. Dobbins
Look at their
plus
running back
2,000.
core. That's actually not a bad one at all. Plus 2,000.
Trey Day plus 3,400. Hey, Deshaun Watson. How are we going to call him comeback player of the year?
Watson's playing Friday
Barkley
night.
not on there?
Yeah, he is. I skipped over. He ain't going to win it. He ain't going to make it this season, Josh.
That's true.
He'll be in the running next year as well.
Yeah.
Deshaun's starting Friday night, preseason game.
Yeah.
You can vote on the Super Bowl MVP before the season. You can bet on that.
I bet the odds on that.
Josh Allen plus 800. Super Bowl MVP.
He's the best one.
Tom Brady plus 1,100.
What's Mahomes?
What's Jameis Winston?
Plus 1,300.
And you don't even know. That's crazy.
That's something.
I want that
Him
plus,
being that low.
I want that plus 800 on Michael Thomas. I'm telling you. Because I don't know if James will get the credit if he goes off. I think he'll, like you said, he's going to have a lot of picks.
Vegas
probably.
never lies. Is Will Fuller still in Miami?
No, he's waiting to sign.
He's not.
He might sign with Cleveland.
He has high odds. He's got plus 5,000.
Yeah. Talk about somebody
Should be. He's not on the roster.
Yeah.
Definitely
Marcus Mariota plus
Yeah,
1,600.
there's rumors.
That ain't bad. I mean,
Fuller will probably sign with Cleveland once Watson's situation gets handled out because Cleveland just lost Jakeem Grant. He tore his Achilles the other day in practice.
Oh,
And-
yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that's
practice.
yeah.
What are talking about?
Practice.
So Derrick Henry played 8 games last year, and then
And the playoffs.
yeah, then he played in the playoff game. That's weird.
And he's got the highest odds.
Yep.
Yeah, that's weird.
Can't really call that a comeback, but whatever.
So
He literally already came back.
yeah.
You know, like, what are we doing here? He came back last year.
Where are we at on your list?
I'm done.
No, who is-
Peyton.
I'm done.
Peyton, you finished it? All right.
Yeah.
I'm done. Adams was one.
Okay, I'll go then if he's done. All right, number 5, I'm going to go Debo Samuels. Go away from him.
Yeah.
I just think,
Is he a wide receiver, Josh?
Yeah.
well, he's listed as one, but he does everything on the field, especially for San Francisco. I mean, without him last year, they'd have been nothing. I think
He's a football player.
he's definitely a football player. Number 4, I'm going Jamar Chase. Number 3, Justin Jefferson. And I think it's crazy that all of us have 2 LSU guys in the top. I mean, who would have ever thought
With
5
our
or 6
offense.
years ago that we would
Yeah.
have had 2
Mm-hmm.
No, I
LSU
agree.
guys, and they're legit. I mean,
That's
nobody's going to argue with
And
you
they're
about
not Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry. You know.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
And
Jamar
they're
Chase
Louisiana
coming out of
boys.
high school, like, yeah, he was. I think he was like a high 3-star.
Who?
Jamar Chase was
No,
he
no,
a
no.
I think that was
4-star?
Jefferson.
No,
Jefferson.
Jefferson was like a no star.
Was a 2-star.
Yeah, but
Chase was a big.
He was almost a 5-star.
He was almost a 5.
Yeah.
He didn't have like a whole lot of hype though when he got to LSU. He didn't play
Yeah.
his freshman year.
Chase
He had a lot
didn't
of hop.
surprise me that he done that.
See, I didn't remember him having a lot of
Jefferson
hype.
surprised
He was
me
one of
what
the
he
top
done.
receivers in the country coming out of high school.
See, I don't remember that though.
Well, I mean, Chase only played 2 years.
Yeah, but I still remember getting recruited and everything. I don't remember him being that big of a
Oh,
deal
he
when we
was-
got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he was a high 4-star. Some places had him at 5-star. No. And Jefferson and if it wasn't for Jefferson's 2 brothers, I'm not
Yeah.
sure he's ever at LSU.
He's not in the NFL right now. I know that.
No, absolutely not.
Without a doubt.
No, if it wasn't for Jordan and Ricky.
Yeah, Jamar Chase was a 4-star on ESPN.
Yeah. And ESPN always is the
Number
lowest.
42 receiver in the nation, though.
Boom.
Don't go off ESPN. Go off 24/7.
That's what I used to go off of back then.
ESPN
Now
rankings.
I've changed over.
ESPN rankings are
since then.
screwy.
They had 24/7 had his a 4-star, 15 wide receiver in the
There you
nation.
go. Yeah, top in the country. Yeah, you can't. ESPN's rankings in college recruiting is terrible.
Well, we had Terrace Marshall that same year.
Who was the #1 receiver in the country?
Oh, number 3. But they, but I mean that was the one that everyone heard about as opposed to Chase.
That was 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
They had him listed as 1 back then.
Amon-Ra St. Brown at 2, and some guy named Justin Shorter that went to Penn State, number 1.
And never heard of again.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Darion Kendrick at 4. Never heard of him.
There you go. I love going down these lists.
Yeah, some guy that signed.
Yeah, I
North
do that
Carolina.
all the time. It's so much fun.
I go down Louisiana's list every year.
Yeah.
And find the ones that went to like Alabama or A&M. I'm like, yeah, you didn't never turn out.
No. Speedy Noel.
Yes.
All right, Josh. So that was your number 3 was who? Jefferson.
Jefferson at number 3. I got at number 2 Devontae Adams.
Ooh.
Ow.
He might be
two?
the most talented, but we got last year he had his quarterback there, and he still got beat by my number 1, even with his quarterback there. He's probably one of the most, if not the most talented, and he went on about a 5 or 6 run where he was the best player in the NFL. But
I think Adams has been the best receiver for like 5 years.
And he won me several championships in fantasy football having him.
Stud.
But I got to go with Cooper Kupp at number 1. He was the best possibly player in fantasy football or the NFL last year. He's probably
almost got 2,000 yards.
Yeah, he's the best route runner of any wide receiver, I will say. I believe.
Better than JJ?
Devontae Adams
You
is
seen,
best.
yeah,
Devontae Adams can
Stephon
just
Diggs.
run and make a play, but just as far as just running around.
Adams is the best route runner in the league. Easily
People
to
say
me.
that. Why is AJ Minter pitching right now?
I love watching Coop.
They're all interchangeable.
Which,
those top two.
and I had him on my fantasy football in 2 or 3 leagues, so I watched every game, and I thought he was outstanding.
And hey, I could sit and argue Michael Thomas is one of the best route runners in the league. That's how he makes what he does. I mean, because of his route run. It's not because he's speed.
You're right.
I mean, people are going to remember
I'm excited
Thomas
to watch
this
him
year.
play this
yeah,
year,
because I
man.
think people have forgotten how dominant he was when he played. I mean, the year he got injured, we had nobody. Everybody knew we were going to Michael Thomas, and he still got the ball.
Had like 170 catches. Or
Yeah.
something like
We
that.
were at the Titans game when he broke the record.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were like our seats were lined up with the pylon, and it was the pylon that he scored at.
Oh, sweet.
So, I got it on video and everything.
And people were like yelling overrated because it was in Tennessee. They were talking about how overrated he
And
was.
he called it,
like
took off his helmet and started yelling at the crowd.
Freaked out. Stood up in my chair. It was bad.
Yeah, we won that game too. So.
We did.
Then
In the
when
rain.
we were leaving. You remember the jersey we saw?
Yes.
Well, it said something about.
So very vulgar, wasn't
It
it?
was about the Falcons.
Oh, it was a 25. It said ATL led by, and then
And
the
then
number
28-3.
Well, no, it was number 25 jersey. And
Oh,
the
never
name
mind.
was
That's it. Yeah.
ATL led by.
Led by 25.
25.
That's it. Yeah. And it was on a Saints jersey, right?
Yeah.
In freaking Tennessee. And the Falcons hate just travels everywhere. All right, so that was your 5.
Yeah, that was all of them.
I guess I'll go. Yeah. Y'all aren't going to like this. But number 5.
We don't hate him.
Number 5, we're going Cooper Kupp.
What?
Woo!
Clay hates Cooper Kupp.
I mean,
Because he likes his Bobby trees.
I mean,
Cooper Kupp 5 though, Clay. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you don't like him, but 5.
it's been
The
1
number
year.
one
I want to see more
Wide
from
receiver
him.
in the NFL last year.
He
Hands
was
down. Hands down.
last year. He had the best stats. Yes.
Okay, is he the? No, is a lot of this just your anger toward Matthew Stafford? Or
What
is
was
it-
that fantasy
why would you
football
like Stafford?
team name that you had last year,
I
Clay?
didn't like Stafford because he did get
What,
the ball to
what
Robert
was the
Woods.
team name?
Can't say that, but
Didn't get the ball to what?
but I want to see him. I want to see him do it more than 1 year. Because before last year, his best season was 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns. That was in 2019. Yeah, those are good numbers, but these other guys that I've listed outside of one have done it for multiple years, and they've been that guy. I don't think Kupp's going to replicate this. Y'all might think he gets 145, 1,900 yards, and 16 touchdowns again. I'd be shocked. I mean, Robert Woods is leaving, so he's going to go down some of that. He also, target-wise, had over 20 more targets than anybody else in the NFL. You could say that's him getting open more, or is
running ability,
or force feeding him,
or is it force feeding? I'm going to go with that.
What? How many? He had more targets than Devontae
He had
Adams.
191 targets. Adams had 169.
And that's shocking because like Adams was the offense passing wise in Green Bay. So you'd think if anybody's gonna be
with
force
Aaron
fed, it'd be
freaking
him.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
But Adams would break for a long ones where Kupp's were probably shorter a lot of times.
Kupp's yards per reception was 13.4. Adams is 12.6.
Yeah, Kupp had 30.
You
see, Kupp had 30.
He hates him, dude, so
receptions over 20 yards, and Devontae Adams only had
he's a fella?
19.
I think it has something to do with that.
What was that, Bill?
Likes Robert Woods.
Cooper Kupp had 30 receptions
20+ yards.
over 30,
Hit
20
30
yards,
receptions for 20 or more yards.
and Devontae had 19.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So everybody,
shouldn't be
Cup is
5.
number 1.
I want to see him do it another year. I want to see him do
He
it
did
another
it. He
year.
did it his rookie year.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he do well his rookie year?
Wait,
I mean,
who was the Super Bowl MVP last year?
Yeah.
Was it Cooper Kupp?
His rookie year,
Or
he had
they get to Aaron
800
Donald.
yards and 5 touchdowns. Compare that to what Jamar Chase did.
I wasn't listening. What'd you say?
His rookie year, he had 800 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Who was throwing it to him?
Well,
Goff.
he had a quarterback for the first time, and that quarterback didn't have really many other options because Woods got hurt, so he just started throwing
Woods
it to
got
Cooper.
hurt.
Imagine that.
Let's
Woods
see if he
got
does
hurt.
it again.
Isn't that a trend?
Woods,
Bobby
he's not an
Trees.
injury-prone guy.
Will he get? He was. Will
Call
he
him
get?
Bobby Twigs.
Will he get forget about in Tennessee?
Yeah.
I think he will
Tannehill
too.
throwing the ball.
Just like
Exactly.
the rest of them did last year.
Yeah, exactly. They had AJ Brown, Julio Jones. You forgot who their receivers were.
Number 4, I'm gonna go Stephon Diggs.
I like Diggs a lot.
Love Diggs.
Diggs, I think
I
think he gets underrated. I don't know. He was really good in Minnesota. He goes to Buffalo, and
I think he gets underrated because he doesn't really have anything that he's just great at.
He's not flashy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's not big. He's not fast. He's not.
He just gets open.
Yeah, he just gets
crazy.
open.
Well, another thing about
You don't.
him,
He doesn't have like a highlight reel where he just catches.
well, he has one.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm not trying to go there, Clay. Crap,
We're
man.
supposed to be pro Saints here.
Right, man. Freak.
he
We're
don't
Saints in
usually hit
Detroit
that-
here.
He don't usually hit that 100-yard mark, and that, a lot of them look at that.
Especially like our league.
Yeah.
We have that bonus in.
He'll go 98,
Yeah.
96, but it's like he rarely ever hits that 100-yard mark.
Right,
and,
I agree
And
with
everybody's looking at that. That's kind of the standard. Hit 100.
Yeah. I don't know. Diggs, he just always impresses me, and he's one that I think his route running is incredible, and he just gets open, and he's got Josh Allen now throwing to him instead of who all threw to him in Minnesota. Cousins,
and Case Keenum.
yeah, 2015. Who's his quarterback? Let's look.
Case Keenum.
Sean Mannion.
Oh, Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, was that his
Forgot about
last
that.
year there?
No, that was his
Little
first year.
Teddy.
I was looking to see way back. It had to have been Cousins towards the end.
Case
Sam
Keenum.
Bradford for 1 year.
That year.
Bradford? He was there when Bradford was there?
I forgot about Sam Bradford.
I mean,
Kirk Cousins was there his last year. So he went through Sam Bradford, Teddy Bridgewater, Kirk Cousins, Case Keenum.
Boy, if that's not an all-star lineup.
Heck yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I like
He
Diggs a
deserved
lot.
Josh
Our
Allen.
thoughts are with you.
Yeah, he deserved Josh Allen.
Yeah, I like Diggs a lot. And as you said, he doesn't do nothing,
No, he
I guess,
doesn't.
flashy. Like, he really isn't. He's kind of just a, give me the ball, I'm
And
open.
he doesn't run the jaw like I thought he would. Minnesota, he kind of had some glances where I thought he was going to be one of the run-of-the-mouth guys, but he really doesn't.
He would fit in with like Bill Belichick, I think.
Yeah, he's
Kinda
like
a Wes
likable
Welker
guy to me.
Like he's like a more quick than fast. Bring your lunch pail to work kind of guy. You know, big in the film study and all that
That's
kind
right.
of stuff. He
Does his homework.
He doesn't
shows
fit the
up
rest
early.
of that stereotype.
Yeah.
And that's what
He
I
fits
think
the
is
fella
not.
stereotype.
Also,
Yeah.
5th-round pick from Maryland, too. He's not just one of these LSU, Ohio State top school guys, you know, in which Cooper Kupp
neither
isn't
is Cooper Kupp,
Well,
so,
Cooper
yeah.
Kupp went 3rd round, too.
Cause
See
you
in the
remember
5th
why
round.
though? He dominated that combine that year. I remember that.
Yeah,
Man.
but I like me some Diggs. And number 3, we're going
You're
with
digging
one
them.
that hasn't been mentioned. Tyreek Hill. Freaking game breaker.
Tua.
Yeah.
Freaking game breaker.
Tua.
I want
Did
to.
you see what he did to Buffalo last year in the playoffs?
But last year,
Yeah, I know. I had
just
him on
like
my
you said
fantasy
that
team
about
1 year.
Cooper Kupp.
Exactly.
Never haven't done much till last
Who,
year.
Tyreek Hill?
Dude, Tyreek Hill's a legend.
Yeah, but
Tyreek Hill.
111
the
catches
last
last
few
year, wasn't it?
Tyreek
Yeah, a
Hill,
lot.
2017,
I think Cooper Kupp did.
2017, 1,100 yards. 2018, 1,500 yards. 2019, he got hurt, played only 12 games, still had 900 yards and 7 touchdowns. 2020, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. 2021, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns.
But he's still okay. So 2020, yeah, he had that many yards, but he's down. You know, he's like 15th in receiving. I mean,
Receptions.
number of receptions.
Oh, yeah, he don't catch
And-
the ball much. 'Cause
Oh
he
no,
gets it
he's a
scores.
big yak guy.
Yeah. Now,
Big
that
yards
is
after
weird, though.
catch.
Last year, Last year he had 111 receptions. The year before he had 87, and he had the same number of yards. That's crazy.
I will say he's fast.
That's a big jump.
He fast.
What kind of numbers did he put up this year in Miami?
I mean, he still hits 1,000.
I think he'll catch a lot more passes.
Well, I just mentioned he caught 111.
I think he'll catch around that, if not more, because he'll have to do a lot more intermediate routes.
I don't trust Tua at all. I hate Tua.
But if you play quarterback in the NFL, you can throw an 8-yard slant. You know what I'm saying? Or a 9-yard drag or something like that.
But I think a lot
that's
of
what he's going to be.
I think a lot of Tyreek's success though was because of Mahomes buying time for him.
Yeah.
And he's not going to have that.
And don't forget
this offense in Miami. This offense in Miami is going to be boom,
have you ever
boom,
heard
precise.
This head coach talk before?
Yeah.
This fella's strange, man. So I guarantee he's a great play caller.
He's a strange fella.
Yeah,
I like him.
That's a guarantee that he's a good football
And
coach.
let's remember too, he was not their option they really wanted.
That's
Peyton's who they really wanted. So
quarterback.
He was the fallback guy.
Oh, they were rumored to get Bieniemy, but they never did. That's what it was.
Yeah.
No one ever does.
Now, if Brady went there, I could say he might be the best wide receiver.
But yeah, Tyreek to me, there's nothing like him in the NFL. And if there's one player, if you say we need to score, and if you're farther than 20, 30 yards out, you give him the ball. There's no other player in the NFL I'd rather have the ball. He's got the speed that no one else in the league has, and he honestly just makes freaking plays when he has to.
No, and I'm not disagreeing.
I think if you got to give it to one person, Devontae Adams will be hard not to give it to.
Yeah, but I agree. Adams is going to be my number one, but he's just so unique and does such a different thing and brings something that no one else in the league can.
And I feel
he's the fastest player.
I feel like Hill's size hurts me in my look at him
but
too.
He can go up and get it. Honestly,
He takes a hit.
I've seen it.
Yeah, he can take a hit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've had him many times in fantasy, and I've seen him get knocked down while watching the red zone. I'm like, oh God, here he goes. A couple plays later, he's back out there. Like, he's very durable to be his size.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill though, I think he's incredible, and I'm honestly shocked he was not mentioned before me.
He didn't.
I thought about it, but it's Tua.
I mean,
Are we talking upcoming year? I thought we were just talking best 5 talents in the league.
I was
talking last year.
Well, I mean, you went with Cup for just the 1 year. Like, I mean, we're going talent overall, or raw.
Well, then raw talent, Cooper Kupp don't make it for me.
I'm just thinking 5 best wide receivers. I'm not thinking who's going to be the 5 best this year.
Oh, that's what I did.
Because, man, there might be someone better than Tyreek just because he's got Tua throwing to him. That doesn't mean he's not a top 5 wide receiver.
Chance. I kind of was thinking of this
I thought
year.
we were like
That's
predicting.
why
the
I put
top 5.
Thomas, because I think he's going to have a phenomenal year.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why we got to come with 35 ideas before 6:15. Yeah.
My list probably would have been different because I don't have Jamar Chase on my list.
You do not.
No.
Do you want Bill to go real quick? Then you redo your list.
Whoa, no, we're not leaving this.
I guess
Jamar
we need to
Chase.
redo the name of the thing.
We're not going to know Jamar Chase.
No, because I got Jefferson at 2 and Adams at 1.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Next.
Your list. Your list. I mean, wow.
1 year. Let him do it again.
Oh, don't worry.
I don't know. We'll see.
So you think Cooper Kupp's better than Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
Good for you. I do too. Good for you. We're all in agreement on that, though.
I mean,
technically,
it's not Jamar's fault. He's only had 1 year.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's not.
But
I mean, he got more mouths
before. There's a lot of insane talent in the NFL. I want to see a guy do it more than 1
year.
He'll
He'll never put up the numbers that Cooper Kupp did.
He did just put up 1,500 yards his rookie year.
He did.
He'll never go higher than that.
But there's a lot of guys that are in the NFL that are insanely talented.
And that's the thing. Yeah, he had 81 receptions, but I mean, Higgins, Boyd, the tight end.
And they're going to run the ball, too.
Yeah, and they're going to run it with
Mixon's worthy of touching it, you know.
I mean, he's never going to have to carry the load.
No.
He's now going to have to be like, Tyreek Hill got a lot of that because who else is,
Chase will have some, like, really, really awesome games, but he'll have some.
Oh yeah, I had him last year. He disappeared a couple.
And then
games.
he'll have that 240-yard game where he can't be stopped.
And he'll win you your week by just him.
Yeah.
So we're doing top 5 for this upcoming year?
That's what I did, but I don't think it really matters that much. It's probably not going to change that much.
Yeah.
Is Tyreek Hill in your top
I
5?
wouldn't have Tyreek Hill because it's Tua. I was just looking at the wide receivers in the NFL and who I think are the best. I think Tua's the best, but I don't think he's going to have a better year than people. Not Tua. I think Tyreek is the
I was
worried. I was worried you were going there.
I think Tyreek is the third best, but I don't think Tyreek's going to have the third best season just because of his situation.
Yeah, I follow that.
And crap, Adams might not be as good outside of.
Oh no, he will.
I mean, I think he will, but
Derek Carr is so underrated. He will. He'll be
but he's
fine.
not Aaron Rodgers.
With Josh McDaniels.
He's not Aaron Rodgers.
He probably has a better play caller than
he's not Aaron Rodgers, and he's going with Waller and Renfro. Is he going to have as many catches and yards and touchdowns?
No, but he's going to be a lot more open probably than he ever been at Green Bay.
Well, open don't mean you get the ball.
Him and Aaron Rodgers had a connection, though.
Well, they did.
He was so weird, man. It's like they understood each other.
But I think McDaniels is going to be a lot better play caller for him.
Well, he's about to play with his freaking college quarterback now too, so that connection's going to be there.
Oh,
it should be.
It's just.
And he's going to be in a dome.
It's hard to say.
That's an advantage.
It's hard to say that he's going to get.
Yeah, he ain't playing in Green Bay.
He's not playing no snow.
And he'll be playing in L.A.
It's hard to say that he's going to get better
Denver,
yards and numbers when
Kansas
he's
City.
adding two great talents around him. Like he's never. Who's the best player he's played with?
Who?
Like who's the best receiver or tight
Jordy
end he's
Nelson.
played with?
I was say Jordy Nelson.
Their number two's been Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Like, and when did he play with Jordy Nelson?
Just
a long time ago.
Well, Nelson.
He might not play with Jordy Nelson.
Well, he might not.
I
have
was
played.
thinking of Jordy Nelson
probably,
and Cobb.
He probably played with him when
No,
he
played
was
with
like.
Nelson.
When he's young.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he wasn't Devontae Adams at that time, though. I bet.
And let's.
That was Randall Cobb's
Like I just
team.
told Chance too. He's gonna be playing against Kansas City's DBs, who are terrible.
Hey, Snead.
Snead sucks.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't.
It,
Snead's good.
and I mean, I think in a dome that's going to help.
Well, he's got to play against Chargers twice. J.C. Jackson.
Yeah,
good defense.
I just don't trust that team yet, though, until they show me. I want them to. I think, but I just don't.
Well, I don't think a cornerback matters with him. He's done it for years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
but what I'm saying is, I mean, to me that
we're
easy
talking
for me to get
quarterbacks,
open.
so he's played in a pretty bad division for one.
Jeff Okudah.
Yeah, we got Jeff Okudah.
Correct.
no, that's Clay's boy now. Let's don't dog him. I mean, that's.
I can't name a
Hey,
cornerback.
Who was
he
not
make Hard
mentioned?
Knocks?
He was not mentioned
He
on
did
the Hard
not.
Knocks.
Oh, wow.
They talked literally two players. That was
It was really strange.
Hutchinson and Brockers. That was
Well, 2.5 if you count the cold tub guy that I
it.
googled.
And Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
But I mean, they didn't do that.
I'm guessing the next episode's going to be all the players.
I don't even know who that cold tub guy was.
I googled him, dude. He was actually a 4-star recruit. He's like 90, like 0.930 24/7 rating.
Who
coming out of high school? Ime Ogugu or something.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Ozu.
Ozu Imimi.
Who do you play with?
He went to Memphis.
What are you saying?
He only played football for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, he's played a total of like 7. I
I'm
think,
sorry,
now.
guys. That was my bad. I'm not watching the episode. I'm gonna be better.
All right,
on
Bill,
that.
go.
Okay. Who was your number one?
Adams.
Oh, okay.
2 was Jefferson.
All right, my number 5.
Is your number 5 Emu Uzuzu? Whatever he just said.
That sounds
it was
right.
Tyreek Hill, but I changed it to Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
You talked me out of it.
You talked me out of
Talked me out of Tyreek Hill.
Why?
Yeah. Just the whole
Tua.
how Tua's going to make him suck this year.
Well, let me change my list then.
But I changed mine before I said it. So, number 4, Jamar Chase.
Who was number? 5 was Diggs.
Yeah.
My bad.
5 was Hill.
No,
I'll gladly be the only person with
Chance
Tyreek
to take his
Hill.
medicine day. He's
Dude, I need it, man. He's Ritalin.
my number 3 is probably going to be a little surprising, but he should be a lot higher, and that's Michael Thomas.
There we go.
There we go.
If you look back, the last full season he actually got to play was 2019, and which that's when we saw him break the record in Nashville. That was the best receiving season that any receivers ever had.
Ooh,
I mean,
think?
that was incredible. Well, I mean, it was record setting.
Well, he had the best. what record did he break? Receptions.
Receptions, yeah.
Receptions.
But his yards.
It wasn't Calvin Johnson yards.
It probably wasn't Cooper Kupp.
It wasn't Cooper Kupp either, because Cooper Kupp's the first one to come close to Calvin Johnson.
1,725 yards he had.
Man, still in 149 catches. Holy crap!
And Cooper Kupp had 145.
And everybody in the stadium knew the ball was going to, and he kept catching balls.
Every play.
Yeah, 185 targets that year. And get that, 185 targets.
Cooper Kupp had more than that.
There he goes.
And
I found that guy's
he caught
name.
149 of them.
Obina Easy.
Kupp had 191 targets.
So I mean, I think there's potential for him to. I mean, oh gosh, if he stays healthy, he could do that again.
Yeah,
Jameis
depending on Jameis.
Those stats help my force feed agenda, because we saw what happened with Michael Thomas. He was getting force fed more than anybody, and Cooper Kupp had 6 more targets. So,
yeah,
and 5 less receptions.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's hard to say that he wasn't getting force fed.
So number 2, force fed Cooper Kupp.
There we go. Thank you.
Put him in there, and
there's a reason they forced him to bomb.
That was crazy what he did last year.
It was.
It broke my heart in the Super Bowl, but you know. And then my number 1 is Jerry Rice.
There you go.
Not OJ.
Jerry Rice, yeah. Was
Yeah.
he a teammate of OJ?
Jerry Rice? What?
No, they weren't paying attention over there.
I'm talking about Obini
We were
Easy.
talking about Obini,
We're kicking
whatever.
Chance out of next episode. He's not
Yes.
even paying attention.
Yeah, my number 1 is Jerry Rice. I said.
Shout out Jerry.
I just call him Jerry Rice because I don't want to say Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
So you
And it
think he's
has-
as good as Jerry?
Oh no.
Oh.
It's just. I mean, I don't think Jerry's as good as. What's I say? I'm not
Randy
good at
Moss?
that. Randy Moss. That's my.
I don't either.
Randy Moss is my goat.
Me too.
All right, so that's it.
Well, Kyle would be about to go
Kyle would have
crazy
a
right now,
stroke.
wouldn't he?
Yeah. So we got any names that y'all were close to putting on?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh! He sucks.
He does suck, but he's worthy.
Justin Jefferson was another one.
You didn't have him?
Michael
Oh,
Thomas.
wow.
I was close to putting.
I
Michael
thought
was-
hard about Michael Thomas.
Well, I thought hard about Travis Kelce.
Hey, he's basically a
I mean,
wide
he had more
receiver.
Well,
receptions
hey.
than-
He would have been my number 1. If
Yeah.
Everybody,
in.
everybody kept telling me how good of the trade it was for Philadelphia to get AJ Brown, but
I don't
nobody
like AJ
mentioned
Brown. I don't like him that much.
Well, he's not top 5.
Yeah, he's
but
gotta
he's
prove
top
it to
20.
us first.
Oh,
I was
another
surprised you didn't say Keenan
one.
Allen.
Keenan Allen was another.
I was surprised Clay didn't say him.
I didn't want y'all to kill me.
Well, he might die from a punctured lung this year.
But-
So.
Keenan Allen would have been on my
I'll
list.
still take Keenan Allen over probably.
Clay will take him
Cup.
over anybody. Yeah, he would.
Jalen
Well,
Waddle.
Brandon
was
Cooks
What I
don't
was
get
going
the
to
respect he
use as my
deserves.
argument with Keenan, if you watch people if you watch NFL wide receivers give their top receivers, Keenan's always top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase gave his other day. Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen.
Talking about route running, that's someone who can run a route.
They asked Jamar Chase your top 5 receivers. He said Devontae Adams number 1, Keenan Allen number 2. So I mean,
Was that on the Pivot
Cooper Kupp
podcast?
next.
I don't know. No, Cooper Kupp was like 4 or 5 for him. So
I hadn't listened to that.
so
yet.
y'all hate Chase too.
I like Chase.
No, he don't respect Kupp.
I don't
thinks Keenan
worship
Allen's
Cup.
better.
I don't worship Cup.
I don't worship Cup. I just think he's.
I'm glad nobody said Mike Evans. I hate Mike Evans.
I don't.
He
I don't
freaking
think he's that
sucks,
good.
man. I don't either.
Well, his career is literally unheard of.
I know,
He
but
puts
I
1,000
don't.
yards
He
up
doesn't
every
feel
year.
like it.
But he,
man.
did, you sit
It's
there
the
and watch
most-
a game.
It's the most unconventional
Exactly.
1,000 yards every year.
Especially, well, I
But he
guess,
still
I
does
guess,
it.
and
It's crazy.
And a lot of it
is.
is, I watch a lot of when he plays the Saints, and a lot more
And
shuts
he
them down.
disappears.
So I guess that has a lot to do with it. But he's just not that great to me.
Yeah, I've never been a Mike Evans guy.
And he seems like he's always kind of banged up.
Like I would pick.
He's always battling a
I'd pick
hammy.
Godwin over
every year.
Evans any day.
Yeah, I like me some Godwin.
Any day.
Scary Terry.
I expected you to mention Scary Terry. I did. I like
him a
Scary
lot.
Terry.
Speaking of quarterback play. Ooh.
Yeah. And look what he's done it with, you
I
know.
know. I'd like to see him with a good quarterback just to see what he could do.
And like I don't even remember him playing at Ohio State at all.
I mean, is a
That makes
player
it
like
more
a
impressive.
CeeDee Lamb going to eventually get there?
I don't think so.
I don't think he will either. I like him, but I don't think
people overrate him.
He's not. We know he's not better than Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson.
I don't think
Stephon
he'll be
Diggs.
better than.
And those three got a long time left.
I don't think he'll ever be
to
better
go.
than Amari Cooper.
Really? Ooh. Wow.
I mean, Amari Cooper's had a really.
I mean,
freaking
we
good
saw
career.
Derek Stingley shut him down.
I think Amari Cooper's going to stink this year.
What, CD?
Well, because he's
in
got
college.
Jacoby Brissett throwing on the ball.
No, I'm talking about in college.
I'm talking, he said Amari Cooper's going to stink. No, CD walked in and people wanted to rate him top 15 in the freaking league.
They gave him Michael Irvin's number.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
I want to see him do it more.
I think he's going to have a great year.
Huh?
I think he's going to have a great year this year.
He probably will.
Well, they ain't going to buy
I won't doubt him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. People are just giving it to him before he earns it.
He's a tick behind the fastball.
But I tell you what, he makes those catches though. You just go, whoa. He has that it factor.
Does he look fragile to y'all?
He runs.
He looks really skinny.
He runs
I
kind
didn't
of.
want to say it, but I'm thinking he's going to be hurt. But
Like he looks
yeah.
really
I was
skinny.
thinking the same, but I hate
Like-
to say that about anybody.
Oh
either.
yeah. I remember watching him last year because I had him in the league, and of course I had to watch him, And like he would always play with his jersey rolled up a little bit, and I'd be like, man, he don't have like any body fat, and I don't think that's a good thing.
And I seen him hit a few times, and he don't get up fast. He's
No.
Around.
He looks like he feels those hits.
Yeah.
So
That's
no
something to
DK
watch out
Metcalf
for.
from anybody?
DK sucks.
Not a
What?
DK fan.
I hate DK.
DK
Metcalf.
sucks.
He
I'm not a DK
sucks.
fan.
He's going to disappear this
Say
year.
What do you
to his
mean
face.
sucks?
He sucks.
How?
He's overrated.
Have you seen his numbers?
I have. Let's see what he can do with Drew back
He
there.
wasn't
He
good
just
at all
did it
last
with
year.
Geno.
Gino's better than Drew.
Last year he had 967 yards, 12 touchdowns.
Don't
I
look like
think-
Best
don't
game
look like
was
Drew's
with
gonna get the
Geno
starting
last
job.
year.
I like Tyler
Well, it's on
Lockett more
Thursday
than
night.
him. I like Tyler Lockett more than DK Metcalf.
I mean, I like Lockett a lot, but Metcalf's a really freaking good receiver.
What about Deontay Johnson?
Very
kinda-
underrated.
He's making a name
He's
for
better
himself.
than CD.
Yet again, route running, he's got some of the best.
He's better than CD in my opinion.
Big on drops though, but I think he kind of fixed that last year.
Really like him.
Hey, go look up CD's weight, Bill.
Only 5'10".
He's a $183 right
Deontay
there.
Johnson was third in the NFL in targets last year. Tied for
I
second
believe
with
that.
Devontae Adams.
Wait a minute, who did you say?
CD Lamb. I haven't seen his name yet. He's probably farther down. There he is. Dreadhead.
So CBS Sports put out their top 10.
$197 my butt. There ain't no way.
CBS Sports, their
He
top
looks taller
10
than
was
on the field though.
number 1, they had Adams. Number 2, they had Jefferson.
Really?
Number 3, they had Chase. Number 4, they had Cup. 5, Diggs. 6, Tyreek. 7, Mike Evans. 8, Debo. 9, Keenan. 10, A.J. Brown.
And see, I felt like I was being a little bit of a homer when I made all these picks at the house earlier, like putting both Chase and Jefferson in there already.
They're
you
in
know?
there. I think they're
But
almost everybody's.
and they are, and it's good to hear
Don't
that.
respect that list.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to hear that.
Well,
so.
if he wouldn't have went nuts, we could have put Antonio Brown on there. But I mean, really, as far as
Yeah.
talent, man, he was as talented as anybody the last several years. But he went slap crazy.
There's another sleeper
He's a
right
rapper
there,
now.
but I mean,
Mooney.
no Cooks,
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks. I mean,
I like me
if
some
he was
Brandon
ever on a
Cooks.
relevant team, I think he would get a lot more love. Which he was, and he just kind
He
of
was on
ran
like
his,
3 in a row, and then he got traded to the irrelevant
and
team.
he ran his mouth or
And then he's been
whatnot.
better, it
Oh,
feels
'cause he
like,
was
since he's been on the irrelevant
He,
team.
was on, he went from the
Rams.
Saints that were
Yeah.
pretty good
The
to the
Patriots.
Patriots, who
Then-
Super Bowl,
He's
and then
Mr.
the Rams Super
Consistency,
Bowl.
though.
Oh, dude,
1,000
yes.
yards, no matter who the quarterback is.
Yeah.
But when he got drafted, there were kind of rumors that he was going to be a problem in the locker room. I mean, that's
And he
why
ain't never gotten into trouble, though.
that's why the Saints traded him.
Hollywood
he
had
stirred up the
1,000
pot.
yards. Hollywood Brown. Did he get arrested the
Yes,
other day?
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for
Yeah.
him.
One
Check
that,
that box
if he was
off.
not suspended
yeah.
for the year, Calvin Ridley would be really close to mine.
Yep.
I love Calvin Ridley.
He'd be flirting with it.
Last
dude,
year, if he would have stayed healthy, he would have
Dude.
been incredible.
he'd
really
be
good.
flirting with it.
But he's no T.Y. Hilton.
That's Bill's favorite wide receiver over there. Yeah.
T.Y. He's
Bill
on
has
my
had him on his fantasy team
I
every
think
year.
Calvin Ridley, if he would have been healthy last year and then not got suspended, you could probably say he's better than like Godwin. I think he's right around that range, but I think he's a step above him.
He'd be top 10.
I think so. Yeah.
How we go back to the force feeding thing?
Well, he did that with Julio.
Yeah, his best year was with Julio. Last year he wasn't doing very good.
He did it with being the second option.
I wonder why.
He was playing on DraftKings too much. But hey, his year-long suspension is complete garbage.
Yeah. Ridiculous, man.
And he didn't even bet on his own team, did he?
No.
I don't think so.
So and that's like Pete Rose not being in the Hall of Fame. He never bet on his team to lose. I mean, what are you expecting right here? If he's going out there playing, he's betting on themselves to win anyway. What's wrong with throwing a couple $dollars on that?
All right.
Stupid.
Well, I think that's enough for
before I get in
this
on
35.
that.
Let's try to.
We want to talk about the integrity of baseball. Is that what you said? We want to
That's
get into
a different
that?
podcast.
I think we're going to bang the trash can to end this one.
Hey.
Well, this was fun.
That was uncalled for.
That might be our new ending. We need to bang a trash can for our new ending.
That's funny.
That's how we're going to end shows now.
Well, I'm bringing the trash can, by God.
This was a, I think, good episode. We finally got to talk a little fantasy. We got some wide receiver talk in with the Dirty Five. That was definitely a tough one. I don't want to do it again. But we're gonna get a little bang out, huh? There we go.
That's a slider. That's a slider.
Off speed.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see y'all next time. So
yeah, chop on.
Yeah, chop on.
Who dat?
Who dat?
Go
Tigers.
What was that, Bill?
I was saying Go Stros. leader of the American League.
Yeah.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.